Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Fruit and Vegetable Magazine, reporting to you here today from the World Ag Expo in Tulare. I'm here at Rabobank's booth with David Magaña. He leads the team on fruit and nuts at Raboresearch. Wanted to talk with you particularly about our blueberry industry in California. It's been booming in the recent years with acreage, production, and it commands quite a premium in price compared to some of the other countries and states. So could you tell us the state of the blueberry industry, what we experienced last year and what we anticipate for 2025?
Yeah, absolutely. The blueberry industry has observed significant challenges and a lot of excitement in the industry globally. If you see in the U.S. market, blueberries is the fastest growing fruit in terms of per capita availability over the past half a decade. So surpassing, for example, raspberries that were the leader in that category during the past decade. So part of that has been obviously increased by supply push because imports have been increasing during the U.S. off-season, particularly from Peru, from Mexico, and also popularity has been increasing. So this has been, relevant drivers have been this powerful combination of healthfulness, convenience, taste, versatility that makes blueberries really attractive.
They're easy to eat and they're tasty. My family, my kids, they love them.
And your kids are happy and your wife is happy because they are eating something healthy. California is among the leaders in terms of volume produced for the fresh market, just behind the Pacific Northwest. And one advantage for California is that it's still the early part of the season still is in what used to be called the spring shoulder of the season, where we used to see lower volumes and higher prices. And California has been increasing in terms of acreage. And now, last year, seems like the production at the end was lower than the initial estimate. But this year is expected to be slightly larger than compared to last year. So good volumes are expected to come to the market from California. And some of the growing regions that overlap with California include Mexico, Florida, Georgia. And for 2025, the Mexican production is expected to be down year on year. And 2024 was the first time that they saw a decline in production and exports, given that they are facing some challenges in terms of water. And believe it or not, also, labor availability has been increasingly a challenge also in Mexico. Variety change, they've been through that process. So that's going to take some time until they rebound in terms of production. And as for production in Florida and Georgia, by the end of January, we saw a massive winter storm that is going to be likely impacting the production in that area. So our bottom line is probably for California, we're expecting good volumes. And competition from other regions is going to be lower compared to previous years because of the events that I just mentioned.
So we can anticipate some pretty solid prices for 2025.
That could be. And also, one important factor is that usually California prices are slightly higher to those from other states during the overlapping weeks. And that is a reflection of improved genetics and the focus on quality. That will be increasingly relevant to have a consistent quality that provides consumers a good eating experience so they can go and buy more blueberries and increase the frequency of purchase. And that will continue to drive demand for blueberries. So bottom line, we are excited about the blueberry market and there is a lot of room for growth. Per capita consumption has been increasing over the past decade, over the past 5 years, but there is still a lot of room for growth in terms of household penetration, in terms of frequency of purchase, and the objective of the industry is to make blueberries the favorite fruit in the world.
That's wonderful. So, yeah, if we think about some of our farmers out there, California agriculture is so diverse. So some of our commodities that may not be performing quite as well right now, if people have recently pulled out an orchard or something, they're thinking, well, maybe this is a crop to invest in. Obviously, there are a lot of changes and differences in the crop production strategies and the way things go, especially with the high acidity of the needs of the soil to grow blueberries. But it's something worth looking at, would you say?
Absolutely. A lot of moving pieces, obviously, the genetics. And for example, given the acidity factor that you mentioned, places such as Mexico, around 80% of the area planted is in bags and pots, so you don't have to depend on the acidity of the soil. So there are a lot of different ways to be successful, and innovation and adaptability will be critical factors for success in the blueberry market.
Well, thank you so much, David. Really appreciate the insights and the great work Rabobank does at keeping a sharp eye on the markets. Read more about these things in California Fruit and Vegetable Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.